As an Aboriginal person, I want to see change for us as First Nations people in this country, and history played a part in how current day Australia looks in terms of the relationship with Australian people and its First Nations Indigenous peoples. We can't change history, but we can change the future of this country.
Well, I think it's already a nation-building moment. It's a nation-building process. The diverse conversations that are out there, the diverse views of both Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people is showing us that we can talk together about complex issues. And for me, that is a nation-building process in itself. The actual voice to Parliament will be a strengthening of our constitution and of our democracy. And the question will be about whether we want to continue to be a colonising nation or an inclusive nation. So to me, the answer to that is pretty simple.
One of the key things that motivates me was the very first conversation I had was with an Aboriginal woman who, by the name of Kerry, who lives in Mandurah. And she told me how scared she was to wake up the day after the referendum and be a no. And I committed to Kerry that I would work as hard as I could to make sure that we got a yes vote. So it's really important for organisations and corporations and everyday people to be vocal about their yes vote so that we're reassuring other people in our community, particularly Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are fearful of the day after the referendum. Let's give them hope. Let's be vocal about our yes.
I think what we need to remember with the Uluru Statement, it's a very humble request from Aboriginal people. If we look at Aboriginal communities right around the world, or Indigenous First Nations communities, many countries have treaties, have gone well down the path to reconciliation. And so this is a very important moment in time as a key stepping stone to a much better future. And I think we all need to remember that it's not only Australia that is watching this referendum, it is the world. We will be judged globally on the outcome of this referendum as to how we value and want to advance Aboriginal people in this country.
The voice to Parliament is one of the measures called for by Aboriginal leaders in the Statement from the Heart. Implementing this is a good early step in supporting the self-determination of our First Nations people. We are having this conversation because after 65,000 years of continuous culture, it's time Australia's First People are recognised in our 122-year-old Constitution.